Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta let you know that this video was brought to you by Print Champs, big Print Champs in the building, bringing you everything you need for your merchandise needs. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tap in. Make sure you tap in. It would behoove you to do that. Use code Bully10 at checkout. Get it while it's hot. You know how we giving it up over there, big Print Champs, man. So I don't got a graphic about this because I actually, I've been new, but I just don't have a graphic about it. So a lot of teams are calling about Hassan Reddick. We knew that that would be the case. I mean, I keep trying to tell people, that Hassan Reddick is definitely one of them ones. And you know what we have to realize in the Philadelphia Eagles community or in Eagles Nation as a whole is that when a guy doesn't have an explosive game for one game, that doesn't mean you can automatically write him off. You know what I mean? Are you expecting Hassan Reddick to go out there and have 4 sacks every week? That's not how the NFL works. We the only ones that got them expectations, man. We feel as though Hassan Reddick is expendable as a fan base because he disappeared in a few games, but he showed up in more than he disappeared in. You know what I mean? And good edge rushers like Hassan Reddick that can guarantee you double-digit sacks in 4 straight years don't come along often. So Hassan Reddick gonna get his bag one way or another. Unfortunately, it's starting to look like it's not with the Philadelphia Eagles, but that's neither here nor there. We don't have the proof of that. The Philadelphia Eagles, man, them dudes been busy at the combine, man. They interviewed the top 3 linebacking prospects. We're going to get into that video right now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into, the film breakdown on the top 3 guys and just my synopsis on which guy best fits the Philadelphia Eagles. Or, what do I think about these 3 guys? I think they're all fantastic. I don't think there's no right or wrong answer. But, I want to present these guys to the masses, man, so we could, kind of get a gauge on, who these guys are. I want to play this back from the beginning real quick. Y'all need to see my ugly face, man. Let me remove this. Let's get a full picture. We're gonna start off first with Jeremiah Trotter Jr., man. Really, really like what I see out of the young stud, even from his St. Joe's prep days. He was making splashes, making plays, just a heat-seeking missile at times. You know what I mean? Rocking a 54 like his pop. He come in at 6 feet, 230 pounds. Birthplace Hainesport, New Jersey. He give you everything: interceptions, sacks, forced fumbles. Extremely, extremely well-rounded. You know what I mean? If I had to say so myself. Here he is from that linebacker position, just able to be a force and able to be an extra pass rusher at times and deter passes for the quarterbacks, man. I really, really like it, man. I like what I see in him and a lot. The aggressiveness. These 3 guys we're going to talk about, the IQ was off the charts. The IQ was off the charts, and all 3 of them played the run really, really well. But it's just different styles when you look at him, man. You look at Trot, just able to, he looks for the contact. When you're looking for contact in running situations, you create unnecessary piles, you create unnecessary cloggage, and that's what's needed to, stop the run at the second level for sure, getting downhill and filling those gaps. So I like what I see out of Junior, man. I really do, man. He could get you on the ground. He's not afraid of contact. He's not afraid to tackle. Very underrated in coverage, but I think he excels the best in filling gaps and run situations. I think any linebacker should excel. Being able to filter through a lot of cloggage. You know what I'm saying? Being able to, show you that he can cover as well. You know what I mean? Make the quarterback think twice and things of that nature. I really, really like this play right here. How he drops back into zone, understands it's a run play, understands the quarterback has nowhere to go. You know what I mean? And just stays on his man, stays on assignment. Don't give up on the play. Again in coverage. You see what he brings to the table. Just a high IQ, you know what I mean? Just extremely, extremely well-rounded. Extremely well-rounded guy. Not a lot of linebackers are better than him at being able to play the run, play the pass. You could tell he's an NFL player's kid. You know what I mean? There's not much that he can't do. Not much that he can do. You know what I mean? I don't ever really see him going for a dirty tackle. His objective is to get the ball carrier on the ground. His objective is to remain physical. You know what I mean? His objective is to be a presence on the defensive side of the ball, and that's what we need. You know what I mean? Sad to say that, he would be the best linebacker on the team right now. You know what I mean? If the season started today, again, you see him. That's IQ right there. That play right there just shows IQ. You know what I mean? Being able to, be somewhat in a spy situation, dropping back, and then just going after and get it. When a lane opens up, just go after him and get it. Try it again. Diagnosing the run, diagnosing the sweep. Sideline to sideline speed is there. Perfect size for a linebacker, not too big, not too small, can move freely. I really, really like his game a lot, man. And it'll be bringing like a familiar name. You know what I mean? This is a jersey seller. This is a good business opportunity. This is a guy that I think you absolutely can extend. You know what I mean? Running the ball on the Philadelphia Eagles with players like this and players of this mindset would definitely be a challenge, moving forward. But he also excels at blitzing, man. I thought this is what Nakobe Dean was going to be good at. You know what I mean? But I feel like Trot, is the ability to come downhill and remain clean. Remaining clean until you get to the ball carrier. That's what it's really about when you're playing from that second level. It's really about remaining clean. You know what I mean? Remaining clean, diagnosing plays fast. And I think from the inside linebacking position, I think Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is definitely the cream of the crop of this year's draft. It's not too many guys better than him. The IQ is, I think IQ is what separates him the most from a lot of ball carriers. I'm sorry, from a lot of linebackers. I think it's IQ, man. He's always in the right place at the right time. Timing is everything in some of these positions, man. The ability to cover the flat, you see it on display right there. I mean, what can he do? You know what I mean? In terms of weaknesses, what would you say a weakness is of a guy like this? He can cover. He can stop the run. You know what I mean? When you're out there covering the flats, you're most likely going to be covering running backs. And he's able to get there with his sideline to sideline speed and make those plays very short gain or no gain at all. In the goal line, you don't have to sub him out for a bigger linebacker. He's proven to be able to run downhill and initiate contact. Run downhill, initiate contact. First to the ball. First to the ball. You know what I mean? First to the ball at all times. Came from the other side of the field on this one, man. He got fooled by the play action, high motor, still able to rally to the ball and help his teammates get the ball carrier down. You know what I mean? This is an easy read for him. Easy read for him. That's easy. He sees the plays. He sees the plays. He sees the flow of the lines, and he goes out there and initiates contact and makes a play. I haven't seen many guys break from his grasp. I don't plan on seeing it. You know what I mean? And a lot of this film that I looked at, and the pick six is just a thing of beauty right here. That's just a thing of beauty right here. You know what I mean? Can do it all. Can do it all. Pick sixes from the linebacking core. Come on, man. Almost a lost art in today's game. But, Trot is one of those guys that can absolutely do it all the way to the house. Love it, man. Love it. If I got to grade it off the film that I just watched right now, this is an A. Love it. Let's get to Edgerrin Cooper, 6'3", 230 pounds. Forced fumbles, he gives you that. The 30 sacks, 8 sacks, he gives you everything, man. Now, this is what you call a sideline to sideline high motor guy. He reminds me of a slightly lighter Fred Warner, but this guy can fly on the defensive side of the ball. He definitely could fly. I mean, if you want me to be honest, man, size is a bit of a concern for me. I know he's the consensus number one guy at the linebacker position, but I mean, being able to just play spy with the speed that he has, being able to chase down, mobile quarterbacks. He spied a lot in this game versus Georgia, and he did a lot as well. You know what I mean? Spy, let me go get to the quarterback. That's my assignment. But when he's also called the spy against Georgia, and when the ball doesn't stay with the quarterback, he still has the wherewithal to go out there and initiate contact first on the running back as well. This guy, I believe, is a first-round talent. You know what I mean? I also believe Trotter is a first-round talent, but linebackers are valued different. But this guy's the speed is bar none. I mean, the speed is bar none. This guy has freakish athleticism. Him being 230, it kind of concerns me a little bit. If I would say one weakness of his, I think coverage. I would have to say coverage. You know what I mean? But I think Trotter covers a little better than him. Trot did have a pick six last year. He had a couple interceptions. I didn't see any interceptions for Edgerrin Cooper. That doesn't mean that he can't play coverage, But out there in that box, man, he's a freak, man. Reminds me of a Leonard and what's the guy we got from the Colts? Leonard, the Maniac, reminds me of a Maniac in his prime, except for the fact that the Maniac had that patented peanut punch. But he definitely reminds me of Maniac, man. And one thing for Maniac, he wasn't the biggest, and he kind of stayed hurt a lot. But this guy goes and gets the ball, man. He goes to the ball carrier, man. He had a beautiful game against Georgia, man. This is a beautiful display of tackling, spying, reading the defense, just all over the place, man. All over the place. You know what I mean? Everywhere you're supposed to be. And we got
versus the 6 games when he was not on the sidelines.
I like Junior Colson.
I think we've been able to keep it.
You know what I mean? In terms of big guys, 6'3", 247, Brentwood, Tennessee. This guy could move for his size. This guy almost looks like a tank sometimes to me, playing the linebacker position. You know his strong suit will absolutely be tackling, and just with the keen ability to, he almost reminds me of a guy. I want to see what his 40 time is going to be, because I saw a great coverage tape from him. But just downhill, clogging up lanes to help stopping the run, man. The display he put on in the Rose Bowl. Here's one of them in coverage right here. Just the smarts and the IQ, man. These linebackers, this is really, really smart group this year for linebackers, man. And the way that this guy can fly at 6'3", what was he, 240 or something like that? Man, these type of guys don't come around often, man. These type of guys do not come around often with this level of, IQ, with the size and athleticism. You know what I mean? It's going to be a hard decision that the Eagles got to make, because one of these guys will be available with that second pick in the draft for sure. One of these guys will be available. You know what I mean? And like I said, there's no wrong answer, man. That's for us to speculate on what we would do, what we would not do. There's no wrong answer on this one. But, I will say this. One of these guys is a must. If you don't go out there and spend no money in free agency and you let this type of talent slip through your hands, look at this in coverage. Look, my God, stop it. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, man. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say is make it make sense, man. If you don't go out there and try to acquire some of this talent, you know what I mean, knowing how weak you are at the linebacker position, if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, we got some serious things to discuss, man. So there you have it, man. Let me know in the comments, who you rather prefer. You know what I mean? I don't want to go there, you know what I'm saying? Because I think all three of these guys are awesome. I think that, I think you monetarily, you sell jerseys if you get Trotter Jr. I think Edgerrin Cooper excites the crowd, being as though he's probably the best, quote unquote, what a lot of people are saying in terms of linebacker. And you get that big guy, Junior Colson, who's, I think, is just a freak athlete at the position. So you can't go wrong, man. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm just happy that the Eagles are interviewing all of those guys.